All right, let's talk about China, shall we? This is a country that has undergone one of the most dramatic transformations in modern history. This ain't your grandma's China anymore, folks. We're talking about a nation that has seamlessly blended its rich cultural heritage with cutting-edge modernity. We're talking about a global superpower, an economic juggernaut, a nation that went from 0 to 60 in the blink of an historical eye. From the bustling streets of Shanghai to the financial hubs of Beijing, China has become a symbol of rapid development and economic prowess. Back in the 1980s, China was basically the world's largest sweatshop, churning out cheap plastic toys and not much else. The country was known for its low-cost manufacturing, with millions of workers toiling in factories under harsh conditions. Fast forward to today, and they're launching rockets into space, building cities bigger than your average European country, and basically buying up the world's supply of pandas, because they can. China's technological advancements and urban development projects are nothing short of extraordinary. So, how the heck did this happen? How did a country that was once struggling with poverty and underdevelopment become a global powerhouse? That, my friends, is the billion-dollar question, and it's one that has economists, political scientists, and late-night comedy hosts all scratching their heads. Theories abound, but the truth is, it's a complex and multifaceted story. Some point to China's unique political system, a one-party state led by the all-powerful Communist Party. This centralized control has allowed for swift decision-making and implementation of policies that have driven economic growth. Others highlight the sheer grit and determination of the Chinese people, a billion-strong workforce hungry for a better life. The collective effort and resilience of the population have played a crucial role in the nation's rise. And then, there are those who argue that it's a combination of factors, a perfect storm of historical circumstances, shrewd economic policies, and maybe just a little bit of good luck. China's strategic economic reforms, such as opening up to foreign investment and embracing market principles, have been pivotal. Whatever the explanation, there's no denying that China's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. The country's urban landscapes have transformed at an unprecedented pace, with skyscrapers and infrastructure projects reshaping the skyline. They've lifted hundreds of millions of people out of poverty, become the world's second-largest economy, and are on track to overtake the United States as the global superpower sometime in the not-too-distant future. The scale of China's achievements in poverty alleviation and economic growth is staggering. This ain't a prediction, folks, it's just basic math. The numbers speak for themselves, and the trajectory of China's growth is clear. But here's the thing. China's success story isn't just about numbers. It's about the lives that have been transformed, the opportunities that have been created, and the dreams that have been realized. It's about people, about a nation that has undergone a transformation more profound than anything we've seen in modern history. From rural villages to bustling metropolises, the change is visible everywhere. It's a story that's still being written, and one that will have a profound impact on all of our lives in the years to come. The future of China is intertwined with the future of the world, and its ongoing evolution will shape global dynamics. So buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get interesting. The journey of China's economic transformation is far from over, and the next chapters promise to be just as riveting as the last. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the dragon in the room. China's one-party system. It's the thing that makes Western democracies a little squeamish. The idea of a single party calling all the shots, no messy elections, no pesky opposition parties gumming up the works. On the surface, it seems kind of efficient, right? Like ordering from a restaurant with only one item on the menu, less time debating, more time eating, and in China's case, more time building, developing, and generally kicking economic ass. When the Communist Party decides to do something, they don't have to worry about filibusters or midterm elections. They just do it. Think about it like this. Imagine trying to build a high-speed rail network across the entire United States with our current political system. It would be like herding cats, except the cats are wearing tiny suits and arguing about campaign finance reform. In China, they just lay down the tracks and tell everyone to get on board. This top-down approach has allowed China to implement sweeping economic reforms and infrastructure projects at a pace that would make even the most ambitious Western politician weep with envy. But it's not without its downsides, and we'll get to those later. Let's rewind the clock back to the late 1970s. China was a nation at a crossroads, grappling with the aftermath of a tumultuous period. Mao Zedong, the big cheese of the Communist Party, had just kicked the bucket, leaving behind a country still reeling from the disastrous Cultural Revolution. This was a time of great uncertainty and potential. Enter Deng Xiaoping, a diminutive leader with a giant vision. Deng was not just another leader, he was a man with a plan, a pragmatist ready to steer China in a new direction. Deng wasn't a communist ideologue, he was a pragmatist. He understood that rigid adherence to ideology could stifle progress and innovation. He famously said, "It doesn't matter if a cat is black or white as long as it catches mice." This simple, yet profound statement encapsulated his approach to governance and economic policy. In other words, he didn't care about sticking to strict communist dogma if it meant sacrificing economic growth. He was willing to experiment, to take risks, and to embrace change. So, he did something radical. He opened up China's economy to the outside world, inviting foreign investment, encouraging private enterprise, and basically saying, "Come on in, the water's fine." This was a bold move that would reshape the nation's future. This marked a turning point in China's history. The country began to transform, shedding its old skin and embracing a new era of economic dynamism. With the Communist Party still firmly in control, but now focused on economic development above all else, China embarked on a path of unprecedented growth and modernization. The landscape of Chinese cities began to change rapidly. It was like watching a sleeping giant finally wake up, stretch its limbs, and realize it had a serious case of the munchies. The hunger for progress and development was insatiable. And munch they did. Foreign investment poured in, factories sprouted up like mushrooms after a spring rain, and China's economy began to boom. The influx of capital and technology fueled rapid industrialization. Deng's reforms laid the foundation for the economic powerhouse we see today, proving that sometimes a little pragmatism can go a long way. His vision and policies not only transformed China, but also had a profound impact on the global economy. Today, China's cities are bustling hubs of activity, with modern infrastructure and a thriving market economy. The journey from the late 1970s to the present day is a testament to the power of visionary leadership and pragmatic policies. China's integration into the global economy has been nothing short of remarkable. From being a largely agrarian society, it has become a key player in international trade, with its products reaching markets all over the world. The country's technological advancements and innovations have also been noteworthy. From high-speed rail to cutting-edge tech companies, China is now at the forefront of many industries. The impact of these changes is evident in the daily lives of the Chinese people. Modern amenities, improved living standards, and a vibrant cultural scene are all part of the new China that Deng Xiaoping envisioned. As we look back, it's clear that Deng Xiaoping's legacy is one of transformation and progress. His pragmatic approach opened the door to prosperity, setting China on a path that continues to shape its future. Okay, we've talked about the good, the impressive, the downright mind-blowing aspects of China's rise, the towering skyscrapers, the rapid urbanization, the technological advancements that have put China on the global map as a powerhouse of innovation and economic growth. Now let's address the elephant in the room wearing a free speech t-shirt, the human rights situation. It's a topic that often gets swept under the rug amidst all the praise for China's economic achievements. Look, there's no sugarcoating it. China's record on human rights is, to put it mildly, problematic. Reports from Amnesty International and other human rights organizations paint a grim picture of the state of freedoms in the country. Freedom of speech? Not so much. The Great Firewall of China is infamous for its stringent censorship, blocking countless websites and silencing dissenting voices. Freedom of the press? You're kidding, right? Journalists operate under constant surveillance, and state-controlled media ensures that the narrative remains tightly controlled. And don't even get me started on the treatment of Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang province. The reports of mass detentions, surveillance, and cultural suppression are deeply troubling. This isn't just some Western propaganda, folks. These are real issues, documented by reputable international organizations, and they cast a long shadow over China's economic achievements. These are real issues, documented by reputable international organizations, and they cast a long shadow over China's economic achievements. The international community has repeatedly called for China to address these human rights violations, but progress has been slow, if not non-existent. It's all well and good to have shiny new skyscrapers and bullet trains, but not if it comes at the expense of basic human freedoms. The contrast between the modern cityscapes and the underlying issues is stark. And it's not just human rights. The rapid pace of development has also brought about significant environmental challenges. China's rapid industrialization has come at a steep environmental cost. The factories that power the economy also pump out massive amounts of pollution. Pollution levels in some cities are enough to make your eyes water, and not in a good way. Residents often have to wear masks just to go about their daily lives. The air is thick with smog, making it difficult to breathe and posing serious health risks to the population. The rivers run black with industrial waste, contaminating water sources and affecting both human and animal life. And the country is facing a growing crisis of water scarcity. The rapid industrialization has led to over-extraction of water resources, leaving some areas parched and struggling to meet basic needs. This is the dark side of China's economic miracle, the price of progress that often gets overlooked in all the excitement about GDP growth and technological advancements. The impressive GDP growth charts and technological advancements are often highlighted, but the environmental and human costs are equally important to consider. It's a reminder that true progress isn't just about economic indicators. It's about creating a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, breathe clean air, and live in a healthy environment. It's about creating a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, breathe clean air, and enjoy the benefits of development without the accompanying drawbacks. And, maybe criticize the government without getting thrown in jail, because at the end of the day, true progress is about more than just economic growth. It's about ensuring that all citizens can enjoy their fundamental rights and freedoms.